In this video, I'm going to break down the story behind the album covers that the band The Arctic Monkeys have used across their discography, from their first release to their latest. The band's first album, Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, and it depicts friend of the band, Chris McClure. He's also the brother of John McClure, of Reverend and the Makers fame. The image was taken in the early hours of the morning in the Grover Bar in Liverpool. Chris, his cousin, and his best friend were given £70 to spend on a night out, and this image was the result. The cover actually caused some controversy when it first came out, due to its depiction of smoking, as the image was criticised by the head of the NHS in Scotland for reinforcing the idea that smoking is okay. The band's team actually responded, saying that you can see from the image smoking is not doing him the world of good. Despite this, advertisements for the album featured a version of the image without the cigarette. The next album from the band is Favourite Worst Nightmare. In an interview with NME, Alex Turner said, "We wanted to do something physical, like do something real with the artwork. We got all these illustrators, played them some tunes, and then got them to draw bits of stuff, bits of things that we liked and stuff. The idea was to get a house or a factory that looked really plain and bland, dark satanic mills or whatever, and then inside there's all this colour."
This week. Now this is going to be the part of the artwork for the artwork. Juno and like done and like a load of illustrators have done this house up. I'm not sure where it is, like near Liverpool. Somewhere. They played them some tunes, I think, and I think like so just come up with bits and stuff. And they used to do just loads and just sort of fix what they want.
Right, this is the bathroom. Now, before we came in here, how was this room? This was devastation.
It was yellow. It had a yellow wallpaper.
It was rustic.
Yeah, it was
nothing
rough. Mahogany, lots of mahogany. Awful.
Well, we all remember.
We wanted something that's modern. We wanted.
Well, open your eyes.
Oh my god!
Oh, and the dog.
Oh.
Dog with a tattoo. 54. Which is your favourite number, Ken?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that they painted over a real house. I thought they would have just digitally drawn over a black and white picture of a house. Instead, they got Juno, who were a group of designers based in Liverpool, to paint it. The album cover for their next album, Humbug, was taken on the last day that they recorded the album in New York City at the Electric Lady Studios, and is the first, and as of now, only cover to feature members of the band. The next album cover goes in a completely different direction, with the album's title, Suck It and See, being the only thing on the cover. Some fans think it's lazy, and some think it's the perfect cover to not spoil anything and keep listeners wondering what may be on the record. The next album, AM, keeps the same theme of minimalism and mystery. With AM being featured in the middle of the cover, it leaves fans wondering what it means. Does AM mean the frequency used to transmit radio, or is it referring to the time, or even the name of the band itself? Some things that we do know about the cover are the fact that it was made by Matthew Cooper, based on a drawing by Alex Turner. The image also fits really well into the music that is featured in the album, which is mostly comprised of songs that feature a heavy bass line and guitar. Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino is their next album, and this is the one that we had the most information on, from interviews done by Alex and the band. For example, Alex told Billboard, "I like the idea of naming the album after a place, because to me, records that I've been in love with and continue to be in love with feel like they're places that you can go for a while. I very much feel like if Born to Be With You were a place, I would have moved there a long time ago." It was after naming the album that Alex got to work on the abstract design of the hotel that can be seen on the cover. "I like the idea of a six-sided shape, because it was a sixth record. I drew a hexagon, and I thought it was kind of a dumb idea, and then 2 months later I made this spinning thing on top of a Revox tape machine. In between that, there are a lot of things that aren't the artwork, and I made a real mess, but it all makes sense to me now. In the past, I've definitely had record covers that don't, to me, represent what's on the wax, and I certainly don't feel the way about this one. By the end of it, I think I'd forgotten there was even a record. I'd just gotten obsessed with cardboard." The album artwork started from a picture that I saw of someone in the art department of 2001: A Space Odyssey, building the set for the Hilton on the Moon. At this point, we'd already decided to call the album Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, so we began to think of things that may be in the lobby of this place. The thing that I became the most obsessed with was that there was this model of the place inside the lobby. That's where I focused most of my attention and time, not figuring out what the place itself looked like, but what the model of the place in the lobby would. I made the model.